Doctor might be sleeping.
Yeah, he might be.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's a beautiful day.
Hi, this is Alan. I like IRONWORX because it's where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
I love IRONWORX with Josh, Walt and Zack. It's like sitting in your front room having a cosy chat with your best friends.
Hi, it's Diva here, and I just want you to know that IRONWORX with Josh, Walt and Zack, it's definitely my favourite dose of reality. Come join the family and keep it flat.
Why sleep in when you could get your dose of iron in the morning? Listen to the IRONWORX.
This is Enlightened Dawn. Roses are red, violets are blue. Ironrealmmedia is the best on the plane. To this show, I will forever be true. You guys are truly the best, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
Do you like listening to Space Lettuce from Never a Straight Answer? Then tune in to the IRONWORX with Zack, Walter, and Josh. Break clear of the fear on the IRONWORX and become an Iron Scout.
Yeah. TGIM. Nope, wait, missed one.
Good morning. Yeah.
What is dark matter?
Okay, we don't know.
That's great. That's why it's called dark.
It's exactly.
Reputable information comes from random people on the internet. Everything's internet. The earth is flat. It's like school. Yeah.
Dark matter is something we do not know what it is. We believe that dark matter is there, but we have never detected it. Well, what I'm afraid of course, is that there is no dark matter out there.
So what?
There is no dark matter out there. We need to think really hard.
There it is. That's the one. Now we'll do a TGIM, because boy, am I sure glad it's Monday. Something. I don't know. But it's a fresh new week. It's colder than a witch's titty in a brass bra out there, but it's going to warm up tomorrow, so that's good. Morning, fellas. Morning, chat. Morning, everybody. And me.
Good morning there. Sir, how was your weekend? Yeah, I know that dude.
I know that dude, too. My weekend was quiet. I didn't do much of anything at all. How about your guys' weekend? How was your weekend?
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
New.
Stayed home, chilled. Recuperating still a bit. Chilling.
They gave out that new free game on Epic called Sticks.
Sticks, yeah, I saw it. I think
I'm getting addicted to it.
Solved it, maybe? I don't know if I did. Maybe I did.
It's kind of like a mixture of Metal Gear Solid and Borderlands.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I'm really liking it.
Sure. Didn't even play much, I don't think. Did I play anything at all this weekend? Oh, I think I did. Played a little Fortnite during the week last week with my brother, which I haven't done in quite a while.
How is Paul doing? I was just thinking about him not too terribly long ago.
He's good. Things are interesting in their lives, as always. Remember, my sister was getting ready to stage her house for selling it. Or maybe you don't, but yeah, she was in the process of prepping her house that she has only, relatively recently bought due to some kind of shenanigans with buying a house on property you don't own, which I would never have, I wouldn't advise my clients to do such thing, but he did. And now they've raised the rent to the point she can't afford to live there anymore. So they've got the house set, basically up, staged out, and instead of trying to live in a staged home and not mess it up, it's just easier for them to have moved in with my brother. So now my sister and my nephew are at my brother's house. So yes, it's interesting over there.
I bet it is.
But he's doing good. He's doing good. I'll definitely tell him you asked. But yeah, that witch's bra tit, whatever it was, yeah, right here too, buddy. I mean, I know, wham, Mr. South Louisiana, wham. But yeah, it's 32 degrees. It's freezing. Technically, I can say it's freezing, bitch.
Well, actually, it's a lot warmer here than I thought it was going to be, than it was supposed to be at this time of day. I mean, it's 25 degrees out here now.
Oh.
When I checked yesterday, it was going to be 8. So I'm real happy with 25.
Yeah, 25 is much better than 8. Yes.
What's up, Rico? How you doing?
You guys heard that? My bad.
Ricardo?
I was trying to entertain my mom. I was like doing a bad version of the moonwalk back to her bedroom to go live with you guys, and I was entertaining her going in time with my moonwalk.
Just walking backwards?
I guess these earbuds are more sensitive. I was going to stay in the background for a while.
Well, you can do that too.
Good morning, my lovely gentlemen.
I'm just trying to imagine what a bad moonwalk looks like. Beyond just walking backwards.
Hardwood floor, but barefoot, so there's no like sock slide. It doesn't look as clean and magical.
So you just walk backwards. That's real
Oh
cool.
no, I'm still doing the ball heel toe things or the toe heel ball heel. Wow, it's definitely
Whoa,
just
hold
weird
up.
walking.
Way early in the morning for ponytail.
So it's cold as Rico balls in St. Louis, huh?
Colder than Rico balls.
Especially lately. Bazinga. Hey, I honestly meant to stay in the background. Sorry, guys. You guys can do your intro and I can chill for a sec.
Yeah. I think we did it. Go.
Well, my schedule is so upside down that I was finally winding down from post-show, and then I went on Notice Bear Bear's BST show. I was there for a while, and then I hung out on Sob's show, and I just showered, and I'm like, all right, man, I'm relaxed. Nice warm shower and shave. I'm going to go to bed, and it was like 13 till 4. I was like, holy shit, my alarm's going to go off in 13 minutes. All right, fuck it, I'll stay up.
Yeah, that's what it feels like I did. I didn't, but
I still can't get your schedule figured out. And for some reason, I know more people in this community schedule better than I should. I know that I exclusively need to call Zack after 9 p.m.
right after.
Exclusively.
That's a hard lesson learned, but it's one to carry with you.
No, he was all soft about it, but I felt guilty nonetheless. Well, a lot of people in our community that are as giving with our phone numbers as the four of us are, have a mute mode or a sleep mode, and I didn't know that Zack didn't. Is Zack here? Oh, there you are, buddy. Hey, what's up, brother?
No, Zack is on call, Rico. So Zack can't do that sometimes. I can't mute it.
Did you? Gotcha.
You can make exceptions on your mute, I
heard
think.
that I'm about to be a resident of South Carolina.
Who?
Rico is going to be moving to South Carolina very soon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be temporary or not. I'm waiting for my big check, but I got an offer I couldn't refuse. Had something to do with like A-list actors and the mafia. I don't remember the offer exactly, but it was basically Mojo and Tommy, that flat fellow. And they're like, dude, you know what you need to do is learn how to do some farm work. Come somewhere where you can still ride a skateboard and your bicycle and reset. And honestly, that advice has been coming from so many places like, hey, reset. Don't worry about your dating life. Reset. And it's I've gotten 4 offers to move. And this is the only one that across the board, all my close friends have said, yeah, that's the winner. Take that. Oh, and I've got work too, so it'll be
so perfect. I see in chat there, and Josh, I think, even mentioned it aloud there. What's up, Melissa? That you can.
Hey, girl.
You can create a list for your do not disturb that will only allow those people through.
Is that Android or iPhone, or is both?
I'm assuming both. I can do it on my Android. Now, here's the problem with that for me. I learned many years ago that, rather than be a logical person and take my phone away, throw it in a creek somewhere and let it settle to the bottom, I still hang on to it and use it. And if I'm going to do that, I don't want it waking me up because it aggravating. So instead of leaving it in another room, I just would mute it or whatever, turn it down, and it vibrate. Okay, so that's not working. Oh, well, there's this list. Okay, that's fine, except that still all those extra little waves coming through. So when I put it on airplane mode, I sleep more soundly. I know there's still EMF floating all over the place, but that's one less little loadout onto my brain. Somewhat.
Dude, I have Bluetooth going in between my ears. I slept right beside the router in my home, or router.
Yeah. You gotta watch when you sleep next to a router.
Hey man, I'm trying to let that sink in real good. I've been told that he lives on a farm, and I need to learn how to retalk and fit in. And like, hey, this barn right here, it's made of some durable material.
You're gonna hear this a lot. You ain't from around here, are you, boy?
Where are you going, city boy? Oh shit! I might need to stop painting my nails sparkly purple, huh?
You got a purty mouth.
You want to go with at least a nice light John Deere green.
It's my daughter's favorite thing I do to my nails. It was my way of saying hello to her without being overly personal on the show. I do that a lot. I try to say a lot. Actually, I've been told to reel that in, that I'm way too interactive with the audience, and Lowry thinks I'm overplaying it. We're small enough that we can do that like you guys do. I don't think there's anything bad about it. I sound like NDB. No, NDB. It sounds like he's making fun of someone from the South. No, that he really sounds like that, doesn't he? I love them to death. I don't know if you noticed, we changed the business card and replaced a certain name with DJ/NDB. So we have 3 members and 2 halftime members. So we're still a 4-piece, just 5 people. Just think of chicken. I got nothing. I'm sorry. You guys do your show.
Chicken, or like the way they used to count slaves? Count the black folk here in America? You just get you're fractionalized.
Too soon, man. Too soon. We're still paying restitution. Too soon. I mean, we're still within 80 generations, man. Come on. Get with this shit. And sarcasm's like a second language to me. Thank you, Constant. It feels good. I don't even mind saying my advisory board pretty much consists of Nico, Lowry, Nathan, my mother, and my best friend Shanna. And everyone's on board with this. And I think Carl and another guy that's been a flat earther since 2004. He's a straight up dude, and he's a drummer. Are both willing to help me move my stuff in one fall. So it's a go. So welcome to the Rico Show, formerly known as IRONWORX.
So you're going to be given a special opportunity here, Rico.
Back alley special, or?
No, you get to actually go have the time to go get to meet some plants and actually get to meet some plants and see what
you mean like that?
Plants
like
can
what
do.
a shaman does?
Well,
man.
I mean, yeah, I'm
I don't
sure
know
a
if I
shaman
can
would do
handle-
this,
I've
but
literally never had a good trip in my life.
no, I'm not talking about that, Rico. No, I'm talking about connecting with a plant.
With like trees
Not
and
an animal.
actual plants.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, okay. I thought you meant something else. Okay, yeah, no, actually, I'm looking
seed.
forward to that.
And caring
And
for it.
Tommy was like, you sound like you're reasonably intelligent, and I've heard you have an IQ so high you won't even admit to what it is. You can handle grabbing the eggs, doing some weeding. Like, first of all, it's free room and board. He doesn't want it paid back out of my check. But he said if I want like spending money for whatever reason, if I want to go to a bar or if I want cigarettes, there's always work to do. Like I already liked the guy. I met him 2 or 3 times, and I already liked him, but I did not realize the generosity in this guy's heart until
No, Tommy is.
wow.
He's another saint. In
Yeah,
the
you
flat
know
earth
how-
community.
I've been wrong enough times to be burned and jaded, but I always told Amory that the reason why I don't give up on people, I feel like if I give up on trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, I'm like giving up on humanity, and what's the point in living this life? So I still like, I would rather get burned multiple times than miss some of the amazing friendships I've made by being such an open book, you know? Like, it's a worthy trait, I think. And I totally think Tommy's a good dude. And no one has corrected me or said, but hey, watch out for ... Nothing. And I've had a lot of ... on other authors. Not you, Ray. If you're in chat.
Yeah,
if you're not in chat, even Ray. No, well, people are worried about me like turning into a pothead, and another situation might be conducive to alcoholism. Like, there's always some negative, like, yeah, that would be good, but I'm worried about what you're going through, that you might have a hard time with what you're trying to pull off in your life. Like, I want to make people proud. I don't want someone to help me out and then go, damn, man, I gave that guy a golden opportunity and he just pissed all over it. Like, you know what I mean? I want to do right by you guys. Am I close to you guys in this place? Like, how far am I from you guys at Tommy's farm?
I think like 2 hours, maybe.
Oh my god, dude!
That's only like 9 hours on a bike.
Love brother. It's oddly accurate. How about Crumbs? Like, how far were you from Crumbs?
I'm like
Caribbean's
45
Rose
minutes, hour,
Same direction?
something like that.
Like, if I was making
No,
a weekend roundabout.
opposite direction.
All right. And
Crumbs to
Dr.
the
Wall
north.
in that area, Sarah and Griff, they're around there somewhere. I mean, there's quite a concentration of us in the Carolinas, like for sure. Like, I'm not just imagining that because of Plateau stuff.
No, South Carolina had a real period of the stand for a while. It's like people were getting messages in their dreams and being told to migrate to South Carolina.
No kidding.
Yeah,
By the way, I've never read The Stand or seen the TV movie of said book, but I get what you're saying nonetheless. Should I read that? I've got to.
If you need
I can't
to
tell you
read
how many times I'm
something,
about to say it.
definitely you could do a lot worse than reading The Stand. Now, that being said, there's two versions out there. There's the original, and then there's the unabridged edition that came out a few years later. I mean, The Stand was literally the third Stephen King book I read, probably. And so it was the original edition that I fell in love with. And when they came out with like, oh, there's new stuff they put back in, he put back in, whatever. Yeah, and then I got it and read it. And I was like, yeah, I see now why all that was taken out. We didn't need all that. So.
Oh, wow. I don't know what I had. Hashtag things lost in the fire that I've brought up a few times. I had a bunch of like first edition hardback Stephen King books. And have you heard of like the screamo emo punk band They Used?
Mm-hmm.
We shared an engineer on records named Alan. He also engineered a He's Legend record. I know I'm trying to get you into them. He hooked me up with Bert, the singer of The Used, when he was going through what he went through with, substance abuse. And we got to trading books and stuff. And I ended up with this golden collection, like really cool book collection. But when, you're trying to save shit to fire, you're not going, my books, my records, you're like, what can I? Oh yeah, I got a daughter too. You know what I mean? I literally made it out with my family and my boxers. And like I said, I look like a smaller version of Will Ferrell naked. Like, my body's hilarious. So it definitely broke the tension. I was like pushing my stomach out, trying to make it look a little worse from the side view, just to entertain people. Have I sent you guys the photo of where I would have had to jump from? Like, people were like, dude, if you dropped Atticus was 7 months when the fire happened. I had to drop him into a guy's arms. And not only was it next to impossible to let go and let a 7-month-old fall that far and trust him, but my wife and daughter were behind me, so I didn't have time to battle it. Like, oh my God. Talk about some PTSD. Oh, and the fire started at the front door, so I had to kick out the window. I broke a rib lowering my daughter down, because if you can picture it, my chest is across the window seal, and there's broken glass, and this gnarly mess, man. But I saw a ladder coming in the distance. The fire truck was already there after I got everyone out. And from being a skateboarder, I know what's going to break my ankles and what's not. And I don't know how to roll out of anything. I fall like an idiot. That's why I never got anywhere with skateboarding. I still try to catch myself instead of rolling. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to lay down like they teach you to lay down and stay low with the smoke. But it was too smoky already, so I passed out. So they had to climb in and grab me in the ladder because I was like choking. And then I learned that a lot of people die in fires, not because of the flames, but because of what they're inhaling. So I almost became a legendary hero. Thank God I'm paid. Sorry. And we're back to our regularly scheduled program, IRONWORX, and not the Rico / shit. Sorry, guys. I do that, don't I? Andrew, you can call in. I know you're waiting for me to get off. Has he been calling in? I haven't seen him on soft shows much lately.
Yeah, he called in a couple times last week, I think. Monday and Wednesday. I missed Friday. Sorry, everybody.
It was just me and Duma on Friday.
Man, I slept. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I saw y'all's conversation when I finally got back up. That with that headache not going away for most of Friday.
If you guys miss the show, do you go back and listen to what happened without you there, or no? Or are you just over it at this point?
I missed that. Wait, what happened?
Did you go back after Friday morning and listen to the show with me and Duma?
Well, every time.
Dude, we got the weirdest copyright strike. Like, we've gotten really good at avoiding that, but we were talking about why the fight scene in They Live is so long, and the point is actually super smart. And the point is, he's trying to express how hard it is to wake up people you care about. And that's what the battle is. He just wants the dude to put on the glasses and see the truth, and they get in that big fight, like epically long. Well, Lowry got it cut down to 5 or 6 minutes, and we played it during the break, and we got a strike from the fight scene from They Live. I mean, I'm sure I'll be able to get the episode back up, but that was the weirdest strike we've gotten.
You do understand what copyright is.
I'm not quite sure why that's strange.
Well, you do understand what copyright is, right? It's just not music.
Yeah, but isn't it
there's other
mostly
forms of
audio?
media that get copywritten.
Oh, well, I thought, you know what? I guess being a music guy, I assumed it
Copywritten,
mostly
is
had
that
to
the
do
right
with
word? I don't
audio.
think that's even a word.
Copywrote? Overwrought?
Righted.
Corrected? Copy corrected? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm retarded this morning.
And by that, he means he once upon a time has tarded, and now he's doing it again, so he's retarding.
Right.
Yep, that joke could have stayed inside forever.
So what's going on with the
Mom
protests
asked
and
me right
everything?
before you guys went live, so sorry.
No,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead, Rico.
Well, Mom asked why you guys do your 3 morning shows so early. I told her I assumed that's what you did on Truth Frequency Radio. It just stayed with the pattern. Is that why? Or
Yes. But then the ultimate question might be, why the fuck would you even do one on Truth Frequency Radio at 4 a.m.?
just because they were open. I mean, they were a big deal, weren't they? Like, there was a lot of shows that I listened to on there.
Yeah. I mean,
Siva had a show on there. And who's the guy that sounds like Shrek? Wee little bit. You know, remember that guy? He died recently.
Yeah.
Can't think of his name.
Shit.
Him.
Yeah, I feel like
He talks like Shrek, an accent. Okay, never mind. I hate my life.
I know who
never
you're talking
thinking
about.
things. If I wouldn't have tried to, now my brain's fighting. And I know all I gotta do is give her a little Google smooch and I'll figure out his name. Wink, Walt, Walt. I'm gonna make Google smooch happen. You wait.
Consistency.
No,
That's why. You can tell your ma it was because
people
of
don't believe
consistency.
this somehow. I've started a couple and people are like, you didn't make that shit up. Well, I'm going to try to grassroots this one. So next time you tell someone, do this for, like, especially if I pass away, next time you're at the, Thanksgiving with your family and they don't believe something you say and it's so obvious that Google will give you the truth, go, if you don't believe me, give her a little Google smooch. Come on, that's super cute. Like, I want to hug Google now, and I hate Google.
Why don't you get down on your knees and kiss my Google?
Do you know what a Google is, Rico?
It's a number with a bunch of zeros.
How many? It's pretty easy to remember.
100? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
100.
Oh, did I get it? Oh, that was a wild guess.
Banana sticker.
Look at, dude, I just gave myself an extra 0.077 of IQ point. Now my IQ is 0.007. Dude, if you knew my IQ, you'd be so much more let down how stupid I am. That's why I hide it. Because people expect so much from you. It's impossible. Not to mention, I think being a burnout takes away quite a few of those numbers. But they tested me twice because they thought that I found a way to cheat. And this is not like an online 4-question thing. This was like at a work placement center that did it. And the second time, I only got 4 points lower. It was a 4-hour test. Like, it was a big deal.
That questionnaire I did, like, at the end, I found out I was Ariel. That wasn't an IQ test.
I want to punch you in the arm so hard right now. Because you nailed exactly what I was thinking. Dude, man, I won a game of tic-tac-toe or Connect-Four or something, and it said I had a IQ, and I was like, hey,
I should be hanging out with that Einsteinian dude.
You know, my BFF has the same exact number. Shanna? Which is super cool because she's my best friend. You guys probably don't care as much as me. She's been my best friend since '93. How many of you can say that?
Not me. I haven't even met her.
There's a reason why I don't bark up that tree.
She crazy?
Because I would ultimately, I would ruin it. Then I wouldn't have the most wonderful friend on the planet. Because she is beautiful. She has a smile that kills too, and it's like a big Joker smile. It's awesome. She's amazing, and she's got a little tiny crush on her because I think they met when I was getting my Don Pettit tattoo because she filmed that episode. I think that was episode 2 of Sombrero where I'm getting a Don Pettit tattoo, and I couldn't take the phone call. They talked. You know, for the longest time, I had this dream of them moving close to each other because I need her to be with someone solid. You know, she got her heart broken pretty bad with her divorce. The end.
It's clear out here.
It's clear in here too. Wait, okay. Never mind.
Man, I might have to put on some real shoes. It's cold in here, and y'all are talking about cold feet and chat. That's not cool.
Yeah, man, those moccasins aren't doing any like favors for your style.
Yeah, no,
either.
these house shoes are not doing it. I got to get real shoes on.
Those penny loafers.
So since it's break time, I guess I got.
Remember break times?
Remember?
I remember going to bed going, I'm going to request this song, and the whole audience is going to be blown away, and people to go, dude, this is noise, and it's way too early. And I'm like, I don't want to say anything out loud, but I'm like, that's the ballad of the record. That's the soft song. I thought you could find the hook. If you have to search for the hook, it wasn't written for you. It's the only song I like about. Is it Blues Traveler? The hook that brings you back? That's the only song I like by them, but that's speaking of hooks, that's a good hook.
Yeah, it is.
Great song.
Explains it all very.
I'm
You know
still
how
on
many times now that I'm
sorry, I'm yielding.
childhood and then like, holy shit. Like, that's where I learned that from. Like, because, you know, you hear the song subliminally at least, even though you may not contemplate it very much. But once you do contemplate it, it's like, whoa, okay. Like, that's one of those songs. Like, if you've never sat there and actually read the words and paid attention to them, that's like a deep song telling a lot of truth.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of them out there like that.
Yeah. Are you familiar with Deftones' song Minerva?
Mm-mm.
The hook of that song is, so God bless you all for all the songs you saved us. It's kind of just a tribute to just songwriters anywhere from Sade to Arrested Development to Beastie Boys to, I don't know, Blind Melon. Yeah, I'm on a Blind Melon kick right now. It's just a tribute to not a style or genre of music. Music by people that really love music. We don't have favorite genres. Our genre is, it's real. Like the artist meant it when they wrote it. It's not manufactured.
Did you ever meet the guy from Blind Melon? Or did he pass away before?
No. Yeah, he did. And if you guys knew how much of a Shannon Hoon fan I am, like, I still copy his style. Like, the thing I did on my last tour, it looked like I had some makeup on, but had cried my eyes out, and I would hit the stage like that. It looked looking kind of sickly, but under the lights, it looked cool. I stole that from him because he went through that phase after they played Woodstock, where he's like had a shitty makeup thing. It wasn't like a guy liner. He was trying to look even or just as fucked up as he is. If you watch the video to my favorite song off that record, it's not my favorite Blind Melon record, but the song Galaxy, it looks like a scene from Natural Born Killers. You know how like in Natural Born Killers in car scenes, it's like a terrible fake background and there's people running around the car like it's like they're not, they don't give a shit about the fourth wall. Well, that's what the video for Galaxy looks like. And the articles I read about it, he was tripping bald on that video set. And I don't know, I guess I was still in my phase of admiring that kind of chaos in my favorite rock stars. And by the way, he named his daughter that, you know, probably doesn't remember him because he died, you know, I think she was less than 1 year old, but their third record came out and it was a collection of unreleased songs. And the third record's called Nico. So I loved Nico before I even knew her.
My little brother went to college with her.
With Nico?
With who? With Nico? Our Nico or?
No, with Blind Melon.
His Nico.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my
He
God,
came
I
up
guess
to
she
me.
would be that old.
Yeah, Manchester University.
Holy crap.
Yeah, 94. That's when my little brother was born.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, he came up one day, like, have you ever heard of the band Blind Melon? I was like, well, yeah. They were huge. He's like, oh, did you know that the lead singer passed away? I was like, yeah, it was horrible. Tragic, you know? He had a little child and everything. He's like, yeah, I'm going to school with her. To get out of here.
Wow.
But yeah, she never met him. She doesn't remember him.
Yeah, yeah. It was kind of like Bradley Noel from Sublime.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the worst tragedy stories I've ever heard. Do you guys know that he was in college doing really well in a band. He intentionally got addicted to heroin to see if he could write some genius music. And his plan was to, get professional help and get back off of it. And of course, that's a very unrealistic goal. But did you know he did it on purpose? A lot of people don't know that.
No clue.
He became a junkie by design. It worked, but it killed him.
He even wrote a song about it.
Well, my take was similar. I remember going, you know what? I'm just not as sad as Kurt Cobain. So I'll be able to get in, tuck my head in, and play around, not touch it again. That's where they get you. That's where the hook is there. Oh, man. I tried it once. That was 7 months ago and hadn't thought about it twice. Let me do it again. And that story keeps happening, but the distance in between uses gets shorter and shorter. It's sneaky, man. You would almost think demons invented it. Enoch, hint, hint. The Alcool. Revelation of the Hierarchy. Have you guys actually read that? The Blavatsky book, Revelation of the Hierarchy. The same lady that wrote Revelation of the Method, the Externalization of the Hierarchy is the name of the book. I'm cramming two titles together. But where she lists the demon hierarchies, and it was the fallen angels that taught men how to war, how to make weapons, taught women how to paint their eyes, taught humans how to abort babies, taught us how to commune with spirits, taught us how to mix the right plants to make ayahuasca, like you name it. Like the things that we're actually not smart enough to figure out. Am I being too loud, Mom?
No, not me.
Okay, thank you.
I'll do the thing.
Okay. Hi, Mom Brero.
I don't think.
She said hi, honey, to you.
Hello.
Yeah, tell her hey.
Hello. So basically all the stuff that you wonder, like, how did humans at some point go through the rainforest and smoke everything until they felt something cool? No, we didn't. We were shown these, because they were there when the code was written for our existence. So they also know how to, break the matrix. Is the way I interpret a very hard to read book. I think Enoch's a very difficult read, but I think there's a reason why it's still in the Ethiopian Bible, because I think there's a lot of truth to it.
We were talking last Wednesday about how Lord of the Rings and the Apocrypha and the Bible have a lot of similarities. The
that's
original Bible has 88 books. Ethiopia still uses all of them. The Ethiopian Bible still has 88 books. And they call the 22 that were removed the Apocrypha. Enoch's part of that. But yeah, when you add that in, Lord
You're
of the
saying the
Rings.
Ethiopian Bible has 88?
Yeah.
Before you go with Lord of the Rings? Okay, now go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, when
I just wanna
you
make sure
start
it's following.
reading the whole book together, the way it was put together, it sounds a lot more like the Lord of the Rings than the history we've been taught.
What is it
It's
about What library did Tolkien get unlimited access to, and he came out and wrote The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings?
I think it was his great grandfather's library. Like it was
No,
a
it's
private
some
library.
college. Oh, was it? Okay, maybe I heard it wrong. Okay.
Let me see. I'll ask AI what they
Well, why
think.
don't you give her a little Google
Give it a little
smooch?
Google smooch and see what.
If that comes back around, I mean, like, there's a solid 25 plus 3. There's a solid 29. My IQ's actually, I'm faking that. Solid 28 people that have heard Google Smooch here. It'll catch. It'll catch.
So the Bodleian Library at Oxford University.
Yes, that's what I heard. Oxford University. That's what I heard. Because I mistold it as the Vatican Library. Like, that's the way I remember
So
it.
his childhood experiences in Sarenhole near Birmingham, Perrault's folly in reading ancient Germanic sagas fueled his imagination with red books of Fergus, inspiring his own red book of Westmarch.
Oh! When did that, was that earlier than The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, or do you know?
Oh yeah, he read those when he was young.
I've only
It's a
read
Welsh manuscript.
I've only read 8 books by Tolkien. And he's
That's
got
more
quite
than
the life. Yeah, I'm a little bit nerdier than I put on. I just don't retain much anymore because, you know, I hung out with James. I got lost at the party. That's the way I like to word it. What happened to your music career? Oh, I got lost at a party. I'm still lost there. Yeah, I used to really eat it up, and I don't remember the name of the club, but there was a writers club, I believe, that, who's the guy that wrote Narnia? Come on.
I don't know.
My brain's shut down. Either way, there was a club of 4 writers, and they all ended up being widely published. It's 2 initials in a name. Okay.
C.S.
Give her a little
Lewis.
bit of a smooch. Yes, thank you. Yes, C.S. Lewis was part of this like writers club, and they would bring in rough drafts and to hear it correctly on the appendices. Tolkien, when he wrote Lord of the Rings, he wrote the appendices first, and writing the storylines, someone beautifully said it wasn't dissimilar to watching a tide come in and watching the waves slowly but surely get higher and higher every time he would write, and then he would scrap the whole thing, the water's going back out. And when he came back in, he'd get a little bit further, scrap the whole thing. Like, I've heard that's how he writes, which sounds like insanity, man. Like, that sounds harder than any drumming or skateboarding, like, to be able to write like that. And genuinely scrap everything except for your appendices. Now, a lot of people don't know that he wrote the appendices first, like a lot of the characters and whatnot. Their backstories, their names, their legacies, what they were into, if they were horse people or Nordic people or whatever, you know, like, or elves or whatever creature. He wrote all that first. And then, almost as if he's playing a game of AD&D, he put these characters to, a quest. Is how I understand it. I could be doing this a big, misjustice, but I think that's how he did it. He wrote all the characters and then put those to action, which sounds really complicated to me. I still can't like the beacons to Gondor. Okay, that's the last time. I don't know why I started that here. I love you guys for putting up with me. But Space lettuce time. What we got, guys?
No, they're talking big time about going to the moon. Yeah, astronauts are ready and yada, yada, yada. Rockets being sent to the launch pad and blah, 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 as early as February. No later than April.
Get straight
They're
up,
sending people around the moon. And now we're talking about putting nuclear reactors on the moon, so we always have power up there.
Didn't someone slip up and say we're finally going to take man to the moon? Almost as if, like, he's admitting that it never happened before. I think someone told me
something like that. Saying how we can't get out of low Earth orbit.
No, I remember that clip. No, this is from a more recent thing. Like, someone's like, we're finally going to land man on the moon. Like, someone said it.
Well, look.
I was told. Who knows?
If this doesn't convince you, for only 865,000 euros, you can reserve your room on the hotel they plan on building on the moon. Yeah, they're going to build a hotel on the moon, and you can book your room now for only 865,000 euros.
Bargain.
What a bargain.
You remember one of the NSYNC or Backstreet Boys guys paid for a ticket to the moon at some point?
That sounds right.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I bet you they all did.
Like, I don't know if that was a rumor. Like, I also remember the rumor that Michael Jackson paid for a levitating car way early.
Wait. Hold on.
Google smooch it.
So founder Skylar Chan, who is 22 years old. This 22-year-old Skylar believes that the hotel will allow humans to colonize the moon and eventually Mars. His firm is backed by investors from Elon Musk's SpaceX and computer giant NVIDIA, the world's most valuable company. Its initial plan is to construct an inflatable space hotel on Earth and land it on the lunar surface in 2032. The structure will accommodate 4 guests who will stay in rooms overlooking the stars for 5 nights. It'll be equipped with air recycling and oxygen generation, water recycling, temperature control, emergency escape system, and radiation shelter for solar storms. It'll be designed to operate for 10 years. 10 years. Imagine a bouncy house for 10 fucking years. And the firm says guests will be offered experience.
Actually, that sounds like a great time. But
experiences such as moonwalking, rover driving, and low gravity golf. Well, there you go, Rico. You just got to go up and pay your 865,000 euros, and you'll be able to moonwalk. You won't have to worry about embarrassing yourself in front of your mother. Go ahead.
You know what? I'm going to put on some expensive socks and moonwalk for you guys.
That's what you
can't.
get.
My camera doesn't work. Never mind.
I want those $80 pair of socks. Then I want you to wear them threadbare by practicing the moonwalk across the kitchen floor.
Dude, someone I'm not legally allowed to talk about. I had 3 Christmas gifts, and someone was like, "Did any of those socks I buy you from Stance, the brand I'm into, were they all socks you haven't owned yet?" And I'm like, "Hey, person that I'm not allowed to mention legally, why didn't you give me those gifts?" She's like, "I just forgot to." No, she hid them.
God, that's...
I think that was
like, I don't even know who the fuck you're talking about, but it sounds like some really mean wifey shit. Like, if you had a really bitch for a wife and she just wanted to be mean for no particular reason, that's what that sounds like to me. But I don't know who you're talking about.
There's a lot of that going on with this guy. Is whatever.
Right.
Self correcting there a little bit.
THC Jack 420 just registered for the moon experience. Excellent job. Well done, sir.
Oh, well done, man. Good job. Let me know if You get do you get to meet and greet Sigourney Weaver? You know what? Never mind. Take that joke back to your second take back the other night.
Looks like
mostly come out at night.
Maybe that's what I need is a 925 silver seal of Solomon ring for protection. I just realized looking at that story that there's an ad from eBay for a seal of Solomon ring.
Wait.
A horned toad said we should go to Mexico. No?
No, I don't know what. I think you had a stroke.
No, I'm trying my best to be a good sport here, but I don't.
Do you taste pennies, Zach?
That's Outlaw Josie Wales, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably my favorite. I watched that last night. The Indian guy, the old Indian that travels with him, he has the best one-liners.
Wait, what movie?
But it's not for eating. It's just for looking through.
What movie are you talking about? All right, sorry, I missed a beat. I'll never catch up.
The Outlaw, Josie Wales.
Oh, not familiar.
No?
Yeah.
It might be a little bit before your time.
You are borderline communist. You need to correct that.
Okay. Understood. All right, perfect. You know what's a surprisingly good watch? I don't know why I thought of this.
Seiko.
Have you guys seen the new Lone Ranger, or the newer Lone Ranger, where Johnny Depp is Tonto?
No.
It's actually a pretty good action flick, like on the level of like Raiders of the Lost Ark. Like I was actually pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. You are
Meaning
aware
you watch
that
it to disagree?
Johnny
or-
Depp is not Native American. You know that, right?
Get straight right out of town.
And in our country, this misappropriation of culture. I'll stop.
I love you, dude.
Who was the actor? Who was it? Was it Tom Hanks? Come on, so well, he's not gay, so he shouldn't be playing a gay guy in a movie. It's like, yeah, you're not retarded either, are you?
Yeah,
Are you retarded, Tom?
Yes. Kinda.
Well, actually, didn't he play gay in Philadelphia himself?
Yes, he did.
Bazinga.
Bazinga. Google smooch that one, Tom.
Didn't he play a trans in Bosom Buddies?
I could tell that was Zack and Josh, but well done, sir. Actually, I have retired the goal. I've won the lottery of life. You guys want to hear one I did put out there? You're not going to believe I put out there. Toe Rogan. I coined it, and I know I did, and I can even tell you the story behind it. I'm not going to waste your time. Walt was either being a good friend and believed me, or is a really good actor. But I made it up because Owen Benjamin said he looked like a thumb, and he was measuring people's heights by Joe Rogan's. He's 3 thumbs tall, 3 Joe Rogans tall. And I'm like, well, you know, with your toes, the big toe is kind of the thumb of your foot, so why not rhyme it with Joe and call him Toe Rogan? And it caught on. Even people outside of conspiracy circles started calling him Toe Rogan. And if I wasn't the first human to say it, I didn't steal it. But I made it up because of Owen Benjamin right about the time Wizard came on the scene. True story. Then I tried to switch it to Toe Rogaine, but that didn't catch on, so I could be fooling myself.
I saw a
Strong possibility, guys.
I saw a screenshot. I think it was last night, just scrolling through YouTube, and the thumbnail was of Joe Rogan talking to Billy Corgan, and I swear they just look sick. Like 2 bald dudes looked like it was bad. Billy Corgan looked like he didn't have any eyebrows. It was a whole fucking thing.
You know, I've really been enjoying the Billy Corgan interview show he has, except for he's a little bit too. He says people rip off his music, and whenever he plays them back to back, I'm like, that's a stretch, buddy. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about? Have you heard? Like, it's almost like every major guest that's been on there. He's like, you guys probably don't realize you ripped me off, and we'll tell them. And he did it to the Leo brothers from Stone Temple Pilots, and they played this sample, and it's like, I don't remember, you know, I can't remember the sample, but the line starts with saying the same word twice, and I'm like, dude, that's a reach at best. But I do think he's a smart guy. I think he's intelligent. He's self-aware enough to know he was putting on this like whole Dark Cloud of Doom act, like he sold it, and he's straight up about it now. So I kind of
who's his brother-in-law? Who is his brother-in-law?
I have no idea.
Who's his neighbor?
No, he has a famous another actor or something like that brother-in-law.
Who do you think changes his oil?
Like A-list celebrity
It's a big
brother-in-law.
club, Zack, and you're not in it.
Yeah, it's just weird how they're all, you know. I mean, for one person to hit it and become famous, but to have two children, come on, you're in the club.
Speaking of in the club, I need to Google smooch this first. You guys know the bald actor that wears glasses? He's on the Hunger Games as the host of the show. Like, there's a talk show where he interviews the Hunger Games people. That actor,
Anthony Tucci. I think you will.
Yes. Did you know that his wife is Emily Blunt's older sister?
The big club, and you're not in.
Yeah, me and my ex both allowed each other a Hollywood crush that get an opportunity. We, have permission. And Emily Blunt's been mine for like a decade. So I'm like, Stanley Tucci's the man. He looks remotely similar to Emily Blunt. She's the hottest girl ever. Like, Emily Blunt looks like she's about to pout and cry and laugh out loud at the same time. Like, God just nailed that one. Sorry. I got a crush on Emily Blunt. And usually I'm against that whole thing that, people with butt chins, like when God was passing out butt cracks, they stepped in line twice, people.
Nope.
Bad self. But I have a huge crush on her. And I have since, have you guys seen the movie Luther? The time travel movie with Bruce Willis and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. It's really, really good. But Emily Blunt's so uber hot.
I think it's his half brother you were thinking about, Zach. Apparently, there's some question about his half brother being Bill Burr.
Bill Burr.
I have heard that. Is it true?
They were both sitting right there, and they said it. They were sitting in an interview together, saying they were half brothers. So I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew it was someone big. It wasn't like some bronze Olympic.
Yeah. No. Bill Burr is about as big as it gets. We're all Roseanne fans now that Weiss has interviewed him. Have you guys seen the Kill Tony Netflix special yet?
No, not a fan of Kill Tony.
Oh, all right. You don't like them days? Man, I was so bummed. Roseanne bombed hard. Like, I kind of hate it for her because, it was, you could see in her face that she knew she was not nailing it. But I really liked her attempt at truth and redemption. Like, coming from a lady that in her autobiography literally says she sold her soul for fame, to turning around and being a truther. And, you know, I don't know what other people believe, and I respect that, but she's a self-professed Christian now. And I think her son's sold on flat Earth, and I think she is halfway there at minimum. But she bombed. I felt so bad for her because I was rooting for her, you know, because she's kind of one of us. Kind of like Jim Brewer, you know how, or what's the Frazier guy?
Yeah, Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah, you know Kelsey's one of us. You guys all know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a good one too, you know? Like, I mean, I would take Norm, don't get me wrong, but we get Kelsey Grammer for her.
I prefer John Ratzenberger.
I like burgers.
But not
Actually,
rats.
who's that? I'm just kidding. Who's that?
He was the mailman. He was Cliff.
Billy Corgan's mailman?
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of Stephen A. Young?
That. The guy from Walking Dead? No.
No. The physicist, doctor, like, has a master's in physics, who says that the Earth is flat. He's starting to practice alchemy. He's been interviewed by a few different people now. I forget
Does
the
he
name
do a
of
lot
his
of dry
channel.
erase stuff on his shows? Like, does he have a lot of dry erase presentations?
No, I think you're thinking of Lindsay, the Tomb of Illumination.
Yeah.
No, that
You're
guy
right.
is not a physicist. No, he has no master's in physics. He don't know shit. He doesn't even have a high school physics equivalency.
Oh, okay.
No offense. Lindsay's a nice guy, but he tends to just make stuff up. Just saying.
Oh, no,
any
really? Well, I never went down his rabbit hole. I just thought
Yeah, we had him on Glowbusters a couple times. And Bob and I realized after we talked to him, like, wow, this guy, he doesn't, like, test anything himself. You know?
Yeah.
And most of his stuff comes from, like, esoteric type stuff where he's like, oh, just trust me. It's like, well, no. No?
Yeah. Yeah, those guys that hashtag proof, trust me, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Hey, I'm not trying to toot your horn or anything, but you and Bob on an interview, like, I would feel like such a jackass, and I'd be too intimidated to ever, like, make a clear point. Cami too.
Yeah, no, it all depends on the topic, really. I mean, some things, you know, Bob really excelled at, and I couldn't understand a word he was saying half the time. Like when he'd start talking frequencies and stuff like that, that would go right over my head. But he did that stuff professionally for decades, you know, setting up long range transmissions between, what are they, blah, 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 brain fart. But yeah, that's like what he did. So he understood all that kind of stuff. As to where me, I've never been trained, never even researched it.
I had a nice one-on-one with Bob before he passed. You remember that party behind that hotel when Flattoberfest was like downtown somewhere, South Carolina, in that really echoey room? You remember that one? You guys were upstairs doing your How the World Works presentation.
Yeah.
At the after party at the hotel, I actually had a moment, and it was just me, Kelsey, Bob, and Dave. And he couldn't have been more generous with, like, I could tell where this guy is intellectually and, education-wise, and he never once made me feel like a chump. Like, he was very gracious. So if anyone ever thinks he he puts himself out there like, hey, I'm the smartest guy in the world. He couldn't be further from that. Like, he was very generous and would help me make my points.
And
like
he would take the time to explain it to you if you didn't understand it. He
That's
was
what I
very
mean,
patient
very much so.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah, super patient. Like, he didn't look like he was having a good time, and I always gravitate to those parties. Like, I'm the guy at the party that wants everyone to be happy, and the people at dances that are hugging the wall, I'll ask them to dance. Well, he was sitting on a couch in front of that bonfire behind that hotel when I first approached him, alone, with his arms crossed. Didn't look upset, but he just wasn't, having the throwdown the rest of us were. So I'm like, you know what? This is a good time to talk to him. And I'm so glad I got that moment, because I didn't know that I wouldn't get another chance, obviously. I heard that
he did not like those things.
Being sick.
He didn't like going to those things because he was swarmed. Like, he couldn't take a step without a line forming. People wanted to talk to him, just shake his hand, say thanks. Like, as soon as he would get there to, like, when he would leave, he'd have a group. He hated that, but he loved having, like, people he did research with and stuff like that. When we'd all get together, he loved that. 10, 20 people in a house or something like that he knew everybody. He couldn't get enough of that. He loved hanging out like that. But when it came to, a couple hundred people, everybody knew who he was. He doesn't know who most of them are, and they all want to talk to him. It just got overwhelming. He didn't like the fame. He really didn't at all.
Oh, yeah. No, I picked up on that. Like, the fanfare when he won that award at a Solar Return. He appreciated it, and he was gracious, but I could tell, like, I felt like he didn't think he deserved the Thanks Bob Award. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Man, rest in peace. They always say that we lose the good ones. Man, that's not just a cliche. Like, everyone I lost in the music industry, seriously, are the nicest dudes ever. Like, the singer of Drowning Pool, he had a 3 times platinum song with Let the Bodies Hit the Floor or whatever. Not into it, but he bought his parents a home and bought a motorcycle that he rode the day he bought, and that's all he got to enjoy because they kept him out on the road. And he was, we went, I don't know if you guys follow NFL, but there's a Titan in Nashville named Eddie George, and he had a restaurant on the strip on Broadway in Nashville called the Eddie George Grill. He made us all put our wallets away, and then later we went to where our singer's girlfriend stripped. Can't think of the name of it now, but we went to a strip club. He bought everyone, including our girlfriends and or wives or whatever, and there is an and or in there. That wasn't a mistake. Bought us all lap dances. Like, he was like that guy. Like, he just wanted to treat everyone. It was just amazing. He bought Chino from the Deftones a lap dance and paid the DJ to play the Deftones song Be Quiet and Drive. And speaking of Bob being humble, Chino took this lap dance from this girl to a song that he's singing on and never told the girl that, hey, that's me singing right now. Like, dude, that would have been written on my t-shirt with neon lights flashing, like, hey, that's me, man.
I wrote this.
Right? Yeah, right? Humility goes a long way. Maybe that's why my career was so short.
Gonna be cold out there today. Ugh. Sorry, I'm heading into work. I'm just getting myself ready. 25 degrees.
You still stoked on your job, or you still in the honeymoon phase?
Oh yeah, I love it. I just don't love it so much when it's this cold.
Oh, I bet. How cold is it there?
25.
Oh, okay, so the same.
It just sucks when you have to stand out there and you can't really move too much.
Oh,
but I'm layered up. I'll be all right.
Yeah, layers are key. I spent all weekend in my union suit. Highly underrated.
Dude, everyone seems to have confidence that I'm going to take to this farm work. They're like, hey, man, it's not brain science. It's not rocket surgery. You've got this shit.
Yeah, it's not necessarily hard. It's consistent.
Consistent. Okay. Oh, they said I told them that one thing I need to reinvent myself is a schedule, and they're like, "Well, that's a big part of it. Like, you know, the chickens eat at a certain time, and this happens at a certain time. Like, it takes routine, and I'm looking forward to it. I would honestly do that part for a room and board, if they wanted to, like, not extra, quote unquote pocket money. Like, that's the least I could do.
And I think that's really just more about the vibe. Like, just imagine if you were to walk around and have somebody pay for your shit. Like, hey, I want that. And then you have to go pick it up and buy it for them. hey, that's nice.
Yeah.
Give me that. And then you're like, all right.
Sugar Daddy Tommy. Yeah. Can I get some glazed peanuts? Sugar Daddy? Yeah, no, that's not my vibe at all.
No, but I can totally appreciate it. Like, I mean, that makes a lot of sense, especially when you're, I mean, that's a decent way to do it, I suppose.
I'm excited about it. And I hadn't been excited about, this is a huge change. And this is the most exciting offer I've gotten.
2 wallets.
I wish
That's
I
the
didn't
secret.
have to wait till after the court date. I wish I could go now. The frustrating part of it is I can't even call her, the person I cannot mention, and go, hey, I got this whole thing figured out. I just drop that. I can get my shit and go now. I can't even communicate that to her. I can't talk to someone else and have them communicate that to her. And I don't know what kind of hardball she's playing, if she would throw me under the bus or not. It's not worth the risk. They took one look at me and threw me in the hole when I got there. And that, I didn't. You think in the movies, you're like, oh, yeah, they're in a hole, but there's a bed. Just lay down and get some rest. No, it's fucking scary. Not designed for a guy that lives his life up in his head, All you got. And I didn't even buck up. They just thought, I guess, my tattoos or something. I don't know. But they put me in the hole for a while. Yeah, good God. Over a law I didn't know existed. I've never even heard the term.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
Okay, you have heard the term?
No. I said that was a weird one.
Mm.
Yeah, just be patient, Don't make any contact or anything like that. Just do what the judge says for now. It will all get settled.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, we're one of the only cities that you can't Skype in the call, because I talked, I tried to get that going, and they're like, yeah, we don't even have the gear to do that, much less have we done it before. But yeah, my plan there.
They don't have
just to tell
a
the truth,
computer?
man, because I didn't do anything that bad.
Yeah, they don't have a computer, Zach. During COVID, they just continued on with business as normal. Like,
They did.
really? They just kept having court?
Yeah. Yeah, because I was a character witness for my best friend. She went through her divorce a few years ago, which is why she's heavily depressed.
Well, good on him.
Yeah. Well, and he was a lawyer. Could you imagine you're divorcing someone that's not only a good lawyer, but like a big deal around here lawyer? Wow, I can't spell the word. I'm going to say what I was charged for. You know what? I'll just say it. I watched a movie the other day called Domestic Intimidation. I never heard of this law because I walked too hard.
Watch hard.
It seems like it's probably a relatively new one too, if I were to guess.
Yeah.
As far as laws go.
But that's what it is. The bondsman said he doesn't. First of all, the bondsman never heard of it. I don't know if you know this, but Nathan got on the phone with Weiss and Lowry and Nico and Shanna to get me out as soon as possible. The bondsman said not only has he never heard of the charge, but the bond is so low that it can't be a big deal.
Yeah.
It was only $300 bond. But yeah, domestic intimidation. Like, I'm not intimidating, I'm just oversized. I'm ton-sized. I'm like the slightly longer Snickers bar.
I'm gonna have to cut out a little bit early, gents. I gotta pick somebody up before work. Their car broke down, I guess, something or other. I'll be there in about 10 minutes.
Right on. Well, have a great shift.
Apologize.
How long are your
early.
shifts usually? 8 hours-ish?
I'm hoping at least 10 with this guy because he doesn't give us, like, some crews, doesn't matter what you work, you're getting your 10.5-hour day. This guy, if you're out there till, for 8 hours, you'll get 8.5. You won't get your 10.5.
Oh, you said that before. That's right. I remember now. That's dope.
So, yeah, I'm hoping it's a long day. And I kind of either be a real short day, which I don't want, or a really long day so I can avoid the traffic because I'm working down in Greenville. And the traffic going home just sucks. It takes me 35 minutes to get where I'm going. It's going to take me an hour and 10 minutes to get home tonight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do they cut you early? Like, is there, hard enough rain that you can't do? Do you guys get rained out, or do you work by rain or snow?
I mean, we can. That's up to the guys working on the lines. If they don't feel comfortable or safe because of the weather, they don't have to work.
Yeah. Those cars are a trip. Or whatever. What do you call them? The bucket? Is it called a bucket?
Yeah,
You
the
raise
bucket
them up
truck.
in? Yeah.
Yeah, or a line truck, they'll call it.
Yeah, I got to play in one day.
Those machines are awesome, dude. Because it's not just a bucket on there. There's a big giant drill on one of them, a big giant claw hook. It's got the crane thing on it as well. Like, you can get some shit done. If you need something moved or something this or that truck will do it.
I don't think people appreciate how high they are up there working. Because if you have that thing, if you have that peripheral thing, you know how, I don't necessarily relate to this, but Amory has it. You know how some people, when they get to a certain height, they have this weird intuition to jump? And, people have tried to break down why some people are like that. They're like, well, if I'm going to fall from this height, I want it to be my choice. I don't want to fall by accident. They don't actually jump. They get it, worried about it. I've heard that people that can't do that job have that issue. Their peripheral messes with their head when they're trying to focus at working because they're too high up there. It's a little bit higher than you would think when you're actually in. Because I've been in up to the top of a power line.
Yeah.
So, It's a pretty gnarly
even
job.
even just like a 2-story roof, it doesn't look that high from the ground. But when you go stand on the edge of that roof, it feels a lot higher than it looks on the ground. I'll just say that.
Yeah. I've done some roofing too. Not only is it higher, but you're also walking on loose sand once in a while. The parts of the shingles that's running off as you're walking.
Oh yeah,
that can get gnarly.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of heights.
I am not either. I don't know how I used to skate vert because when I first skated a vert ramp, I think it was a 12-foot ramp, which is a lot taller than you think. Like, you can't jump off of the flat top. Like, it's too high. Like, there's a ladder on the side.
Dude, dropping in on a 12-foot that's some balls.
Well, the first few times I went across the flat bottom and slid up the other side on my knees. Like, I had too much.
Oh, yeah.
I had to tighten my trucks. Like, I had, my trucks were tightened like a street skater. I was like, okay, now I get why you guys ride bigger wheels and tire trucks. Okay, let me try this again. It took me forever. And even at my best, I can drop in. And when I say grind the other side, I'm talking maybe like a 3 or 4 inch grind, like more of a kick turn with a little bit of slide. And that's the peak of my vert career right there. Like, but a lot of people that I was running with, a lot of, street skater kids wouldn't even drop in on vert. Because what you don't know, what people don't see on TV is the coping, which is the metal pipe they grind on as the top of the vert ramp for the audience. For a 12-foot vert ramp, you usually have about 4 foot of straight vert. And that coping, the piping sticks out beyond the vert. So when you set your tail down to put your deck over the ledge to drop in, you can't even see the first few feet of what you're about to roll down. It's super intimidating. It's way harder than I think skateboarding is one of the most underrated sports. Like, kids that are super talented either break themselves off so hard they can't have a long career, or they are just talented enough to pull it off. I was part of the first guy.
Skateboarders are nuts, dude. Those guys got serious huevos.
Oh my God. You wouldn't believe. You can watch a Zero video and you're watching, a guy's part is the length of a song, like around 3 minutes-ish, right? Well, a lot of people think, that's 3 minutes in the day in the life of this skateboarder. No, that handrail, he spotted that in a different state months ago, and it took him all day of throwing himself down that set of stairs for that trick. Like, when people think I'm full of shit, I'm like, notice he's not wearing the same shoes or shirt in any trick. That's because it was a different day. Like, that's not what skateboarding is about. Eating shit, and the award-winning moment of finally landing it is something I don't even know how to put it into words. It's the most rewarding sport ever when you do finally land something you've been working on forever. Like, it's worth it. That roll away, there's a reason why all your friends jump up and run and hug you in the shots of you landing stuff, because it's people that get it, and you bond over that pain.
I bet it feels a lot like picking a lock that you're having trouble picking.
Yes, I get you. Yeah.
Sitting there for an hour trying to pick this one lock, and then all of a sudden you click. Oh, that's how I do it. Fuck yeah.
Well done. Good metaphor. I bet that's exactly how it feels. Like, oh my God.
Like, well, wouldn't that be maybe learning to play an instrument or getting good at anything, really?
I never learned to play one. I just hit things with sticks. But I can imagine mastering the piano is up there with skateboarding as far as like how I feel of my intimidation level. I told you guys I'm intimidated by piano and chess. I think I've mentioned this a couple times. Hey, this is above me. I'm not even going to approach it again. One of you guys said you would teach me how to play chess, that I've made it out to be a bigger deal than it is.
Wasn't me.
Was it Andrew?
Probably.
Actually, I'm thinking it's you, Zach, but I could be wrong. I think you were like, I can show you how. Like, everyone can play. It's just.
I was just saying, I can show you how the pieces move.
Good.
Yeah, as far as theory and stuff like that, I can't help you. But yeah, I know where the pieces move.
Okay.
Where they
Yeah,
all
I can't
go on
teach
the
you
board.
Schlesinger's maneuver or any of that. No, I don't know.
Well, I got intimidated by it, but like before I was 10 years old. Like that's how long I carry intimidation.
Me too. I'm the same way.
Really?
I was probably much better at 10.
There's a
than
bit
I
over
was.
your head. You're just like, that's not. Yeah, yeah. Well, the piano, everyone's like, most drummers actually can take to it pretty well because you're like, muting notes with your feet, like so all four limbs are doing something. So like Tommy Lee plays the piano in Home Sweet Home. That's kind of well known. Like a lot of drummers can play piano. I gave it one lesson and was like, it's beyond me. I can't ever do this. It's people that are smarter than me can figure it out.
Well, there's a school of thought that would tell you that piano is a percussion instrument.
I can see it, like a xylophone, because you're striking. Yeah, I get you. I feel you. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, I've got a pretty deeply rooted fear of rejection. Sorry, go ahead, Zach.
No, I was just singing Home Sweet Home.
Dude, that's a great arena rock hair ballad. I love that
with
song,
the piano, dude. The piano makes it so perfect. It really does. I love
Did
when
you guys
a heavy
watch
band like
Peacemaker?
that. Oh yeah.
You watched
I
Peacemaker?
didn't care for season 2 so much. I think I quit halfway through
I
season 2.
haven't seen it yet. Well, Peacemaker plays Home Sweet Home in one of the last episodes in season 1. He actually learned it and did that. That's really him doing it.
Really?
It's a pretty classic song to play.
Yeah, I know, but it's John Cena. Like, you kind of think of him like, I kind of like him, but I kind of think he's kind of like a jock that
on the spectrum.
I don't know. a little bit of judgment on my end, and I was impressed that he took the time to learn it, because most people would just like the drum solo in Step Brothers. That's definitely not John C. Reilly. The guy's arms has a totally different build. Like I thought it was gonna I think most actors would go, I'll mimic the head stuff, and someone else can.
All right, gentlemen, I got to get going. I love you.
All right, love you, Zach.
You have a good day, Zach. Be safe out there.
Later.
Take care.
Later,
I'll
Skater.
talk to you guys
Love
later.
Yes, sir.
Love ya. Bye. Peace. Thanks for joining our show. Oh, my mom was supposed to come back here if I was on past 5. Guys, I'm going to take off too because I have not slept yet. My schedule's that off, and I have like a laundry list to do tomorrow. I love the hell out of everyone. I love you, chat. Fam, you can call me anytime. I haven't talked to you on the phone in what's probably been a couple of years now. Call me anytime, brother. And Walt, thanks for the advice. I went with not trying to pull off that skit that I wrote. I don't think I would have landed it.
That's fine. Hey, for the record, John C. Reilly plays the fuck out of drums.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh, John C. Reilly. Wait, okay, yeah. I was thinking John C. I don't think I knew that. Do you know, we brought up Step Brothers or Walk Hard earlier. You know that he's touring Walk Hard again? Like the music?
Oh, that's awesome. Yep.
Yeah. He said he was on Steve-O's podcast, and
that's what's up.
He announced it there for the first time. So he's like, I thought the announcement, I was hoping for a sequel, but the announcement is when Walk Hard came out, he toured with the band and played all the songs written for Walk Hard. Well, they're reuniting and doing that tour. Always
that would be cool.
Mark.
And just wondering again, have you ever seen Chad Smith and Will Ferrell in the same place at the same time?
No, and I have met Chad Smith. They do look. Have you ever heard of what Chad Smith said about meeting him for the first time? Like that they were at some kind of catering, and Will Ferrell looked back at deadpan and was like, "You're a good-looking guy," and just turned around and kept going without like breaking, like cracking a smile. Like his joke was, I'm good-looking. I don't think I told that story well, but he basically was just like good looking guy, and realizing he looked just like him. Well, at this point, I think everyone's seen the Jimmy Fallon skit where they're both on there and they're playing each other. They're both on the interview couch.
Yeah.
During the drum battle, he ends up going full cowbell, and they played "Come See the Reaper" with the rest of the Chili Peppers. So it's a really good clip. I like the clip. Yeah, I met him. I don't know if this is still a thing they do, but like Guitar World or Music Center or Thoroughbred would do what do they call them? Where you go and see a professional drummer. They do a
concert.
Yeah. That's exactly the word I was looking for. It's funny. After they were done touring Blood Sugar, he did a tour of clinics, and I went to see him and got to meet him, and I was getting Sabian, but paying for him at the time. I didn't have any endorsements. I wasn't in a big band or anything, but I brought a set of hi-hats, and he signed them both. He should have a lot of signed crap. Things lost in the fire.
One of the craziest experiences of my life was when I was in college. The drummer in the band I was in was going to a drum clinic, and at the last minute he had to go to work and couldn't go. And he had like a drum head and a hat and something else, and he wanted them signed by this dude. And he asked me would I go because he knew I was a musician and blah, blah, blah. I would probably appreciate it. I'm like, yeah, guy, I'll do that for you. It was Rod Morgenstein. Do you know who that is?
It's going to kill me when you say who he plays for, but I don't know the name. Who is he?
Believe it or not, he was the drummer for Winger. And so I'm going
that sounds about right.
I'll go see this drummer for this band that I don't have any need, no, respect for at all, but I'll do that for you. Dude, the fucking guy slammed on the drums. And that was like the first time I knew anything about drums being tunable or anything like that, and him tuning them to chords and shit. I'm like, what the fuck world am I in right now? I didn't know any of that about drums till that clinic.
Yeah.
I just thought it was people beat on them with stick, But yeah, dude, Rod Morgenstein
exactly
was a
how I felt myself.
beast on those drums live at that clinic. I was blown the fuck away. And I kept
the average
that I got
non-music
signed.
fan doesn't understand that you don't get that to that level in any genre, radio friendly or whatever. Like you don't get there unless you got it. The it factor. I don't remember the guy's name, but I went to a clinic from Slaughter's drummer. The long-haired guy, four-kick drums, and he was so good. And I was expecting, to see AC/DC's drummer,
well, that's what I figured with this thing.
Have any beat that's not in 4/4. Yeah, right.
This is going to be a flat. And that dude was throwing shit down. I was just tripping on him.
The same with Slaughter's drummer. He was freaking killer. It was so good. I thought, watching live drums through a PA is great no matter what. So, and it was free because I worked at the music store. That kid was fucking good. I call him kid. He's older than me. He was so good, and the showmanship looked great. And this is when they were a big deal. mid nine. No, I think I was a sophomore, so probably like 93 ish, 92, 93, somewhere around there. He was so good. But then I saw a Virgil Donati clinic. You know who he is? Virgil Donati.
Not me. Never heard of him.
I don't know him.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I couldn't find my mute button. Sorry. No, I don't know the
All right,
name.
well,
I probably do
give him a
know.
little. All right, so you pick the rudiments I'm the best at with my hands. For the audience, rudiments are patterns like right, left, right, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, 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 right, left, left, right, right. Like different patterns that cause you to have that even out your dependence, so you don't lean too far into one limb or the other. And you also do these rudiments, but usually way simpler with your feet on double kick. Well, Virgil Donati can play. You say, for example, I could play paradiddles at double time at 120 BPMs. He can do it with something that's unheard of. And solo on top of that with his hands, with, like complete independence. Like if you're a Danny Carey fan, look up Virgil Donati. He'll blow your mind. It's and he's exactly what the kind of genius you wanted to expect. Like I've met that twice. He's one. I was like, so what are you going to do after the clinic? You want to go to a party? And he has a list, so I'm not making fun of him. He's like, I like you, Rico, but I got to go to the hotel room to practice. I was like, really? Like, you're this good and you're not going to hang out in Nashville. You're going to go to your hotel room and get out your pad and work on your rudiments. Like, oh my God, respect. Like, and the other guy I met that had that genius level was John Frusciante, the guitarist from the Chili Peppers Blood Sugar era. He was an odd cat. He's never driven a car and never owned a cell phone. He's probably the only millionaire that can say he's never driven a car. Point being is he spends all his time writing and perfecting the guitar and covering random tracks by guitarists I've never heard of. But, that kind of like, holy crap, you deserve every bit of the fame you've got. Like, I don't know how you feel about him, Walt, but I put John Frusciante up there, like top 5 all-time favorite guitarists. But then again, I put Jim Martin from Faith and on that list, so maybe it's a drummer's thing.
I mean, I like some of their stuff.
Oh, is he back in Chili Peppers again? Right on. Because I know his tech took over for him for. That's cool. Oh, that makes me so happy to know that they're back, because that's my favorite lineup. Cat Smith and John Frusciante. It's always Lee and Anthony, but nice. Yeah, what a cool guy. What a cool guy. I thought his arms were sleeved out. You know what his arms are? Have you noticed his arms? Do you know about this, John Frusciante?
Yeah.
When he got kicked out of Chili Peppers because he experimented with heroin, he also got into shooting coke, which is a holy shit vibe, because you're not going intravenous 2 or 3 times a day. Coke, it's like every time you want to bump up. And he wouldn't wash his arms, and his arms are scarred like all over from just being really bad at self-ministering cocaine shots. Like he looks like if you ever see a picture of his arms, he looks like a burn victim. Both of his arms. That's how bad it is. Like, God bless his soul. He almost died. And I blame Terry Farrell, but I always find someone to blame for everyone's drug death, and it's actually down to them. But, Terry Farrell introduced him. I have that I get to walk away from. I never turned anyone on. Ever. Had people ask me too, hey man, I want to try it. You're like, you're not
You
going to try it.
turn me on every day, you sexy bastard.
Where are you from? You sexy Rico with umlauts. What's wrong with me?
Hey, good boy. Let me say good morning. Oh, and you're stepping on the keyboard. Oh, yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are. Oh, and knocking
That's
stuff
my
down.
boy.
Tell him, hey, good morning. Good morning on the keyboard. Oh, it's that cold shock the cat when you pet them kind of day. They're all like jerking every time I pet them. What is it, buddy? Did it lighten you up? Yeah. Up, up. Silly man. Silly man. Okay.
That's a list of some legends there, Callum. And hey there, back to you.
Hey, buddy.
I call myself a legend. You meant what I knew. I figure it's all clear. You know you don't have your kitty cam on, right?
What are you watching?
What are you looking at? Right.
Oh, that's right. Oh my God. Okay. Whenever I go on Teams, I follow the chat and pause the screen so I don't get feedback. So I'm an idiot. Newsflash, Rico admits he's an idiot.
Beep, 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 beep.
All right, someone else is watching on the phone, so how would I be on Teams and play that, not turn down? You know what? Never mind. I'll figure it out later. I can pretend. Oh, he's so cute too. Stop showing off your butthole.
That's his specialty.
That's just how I look, Rico. Just how I make a little extra cash. What I like to do is I reach out to my wife's friends and see if they want to have phone sex with me at a premium price. And then I just whore myself out by having phone sex with my wife's friends because I'm a real cock like that.
Okay, do you know the story, or are you being super hateful right now?
I know the story.
Like, oh shit, you're what an asshole, man. No, I'm like kind of in awe of you right now. I didn't know. Do you consider that cheating? Like, fuck yeah, dude, man.
Everybody would.
It hurt my feelings. But I always talk it out to I'm hypersensitive. That maybe it shouldn't.
And you stayed, you acted like it wasn't much of an issue, so I took it and I stuffed it deep down inside of my conscious. It creeped out every once in a while, but you may have missed it, so that's good. But for the most part, I thought I hit it really well. But yeah, there's a lot of animosity there to a woman I've never met.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Well, man, I didn't know. Like, all right, someone you guys never know that has nothing to do with my life, and a name I'm not going to mention, and she lives states away, started down, I think the rabbit hole started with selling pennies that she wore all day, which she didn't actually do. She would spray some scent on them and mail them out, and it led down a dark hole, and next thing you know, she's like, yeah, so I'm basically a phone sex girl now. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I was already weirded out by the other thing, and now that, and this person that I've never met has nothing to do with me that the states away was partaking on her end too. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. This guy, I wish him well. I hear he's moving out to a farm to reset because it was such a tough relationship. But I don't know, that could be a rumor. I've never met the guy. He lives states away.
Well, Rico, if you ever talk to him, tell him he needs to shut the phone off for the first month and slowly work back into it. Like focus only on the immediate reality in front of you for like the first 30 days.
Yeah, doom scrolling is like an addiction to get out of my head. I don't think with that much to do at a farm, it's going to be that hard. But yeah, I definitely need to like, I always say like to be like such a truther advocate and to run in the circles I run in, I'm like the worst truther parent there is. Like my daughter has VR, my son has a touchscreen laptop. They're both sucked into the internet. My son's show and tell is he found on his own a clip of himself saying hello in sombrero, showed it to his class. Like, I mean, you know, like this is a different generation. Like, I don't know, man. At some point we need, you know, that movie where Johnny Depp becomes one with the computer and takes over the world. They end up having to do a hard reset to wipe out all smart devices. Either way, I feel like if we don't get something that happens to us, some kind of EMP that wipes out everything, that the generations are just going to keep going downhill. Attention spans are going to keep shrinking. Creativity is going to go to Chat GPT. Like, and I'm not black pilled by any means, but I do worry about the younger generations. I do. And I think rightfully so. But then again, I'm a conspiracy guy, so I don't know. I mean, I can see it. Like, kids are straight up, like, you know, you stop for Mexican, and they're like, hold on. And it's not, hold on, I'm busy, I'll take your order in a second. It's like, hold on, let me finish writing out this text. And management is so bad that they're not going to yell at them because they do the same crap. I mean, I've never had a job that would put up with that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, I see it all the time now. I don't know. Maybe I'm just an old geezer, but I don't even like. I wear earbuds everywhere I go because I'm hard of hearing. So almost the only way I can listen to podcasts or talk, you know, take phone calls. I don't like to be on the phone with someone when I walk into a store to buy a pack of smokes. I feel like that's rude. And the younger working, you know, starter job generation, they just don't even hide it. Or maybe it's my area. No one's agreeing. Have you guys seen like the blatant disregard for customer service because their smartphone is more important?
I've seen blatant disregard for customer service because everything but the customer is more important.
Sure.
And that's been going on, I think, long before smartphones came out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it has, Josh. You're correct, but he's also correct too. I managed quite a few different arcades over quite a few years. And there's no fucking hell in way I would have allowed my employees to sit around on a fucking edge of something with a fucking phone in their face, reading tags and flipping up Facebook and watching TikTok videos. Just wasn't going to happen. I mean, I walk into a store, I used to be greeted nicely and thanked for being there and, you know, appreciated and served under customer service as part of this job description. And now, literally, they're on the fucking bag rack, leaned up with their feet propped up, reading the phone. And I'm like, Randy, what the manager, like, dude, how do you do this? Like, you don't even understand, man. It's like talking to somebody from another country now. They're not even like talking to people anymore. There's no getting through to them. I'm like,
oh, yeah, there is.
I can tell you what to get through to them.
Oh, yeah, there is.
They're just getting through to them. And he's like, yeah, and then I'm working all week by myself. And I'm like, well, there is that too. I've been there because I cleaned out my store one time and worked Christmas because my tokens were coming up missing, and everybody who had a key just couldn't understand why I was upset about that. Anyway.
Wow. That sounds like a fun job, though.
Oh, it was awesome. It was fucking amazing.
Working in an arcade?
Oh, it was great. I loved it.
And I will say, I don't care if they got a phone in their hand or not. If I'm paying somebody to work and they're just standing there, sitting on the edge of the counter, they ain't going to be there long.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, my most recent experience was at a Mexican restaurant, one where I do most of my meetups. Like, Nathan Commercial sent a video as in this restaurant. He knows exactly which one. It's like a premier Mexican restaurant where we live. And I was ready to make my order, and the girl was looking, not trying to even be clever about it. Like, some people will have like a scanning gun and put their phone on top of that to fake like they're doing their job. No, she had her phone out and was texting and smiling at reactions and texting back, and I'm looking at her like, I'm not bold enough to speak up because, I just don't want to start shit if I don't have to,
Just clear your throat very loudly.
passive.
They'll get the hint.
My thing is,
I've drank entire too much dairy lately. Phlegm.
Right. My thing is a good old passive aggressive. Well, thank you too, and you just have the best day as I walk away from them.
Yeah.
And they're looking at me like, what language is that? I'm like, right, you're frickin' Mora.
Well, I've kind of
Wait, what? Customer service died in COVID. Lily, I'm sorry. I think it happened way before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I've got a gnarly fear of people messing, like in the food industry. Like, don't spit on that cop's burger. Like.
Right.
I'll
Hey,
take
that
a liter
burger
of
is
cola.
for a cop. Why did you tell him?
Why'd you say that? Are they going to spit on something? No. Don't spit on that cop's burger.
Is it like something like spit to you? Yeah.
That's a classic movie, man. Oh, dude, you know what's funny? My ride to, the bad place I had to go that night, I brought out Super Troopers. So me and the driver, like, I'm leaned out, handcuffed, and I'm talking to him, like, we're floating it together. And I was like, I'm not going to lick this, but I want to do these schnozberries taste like schnozberries. And I had him rolling the whole way there. I'm a rare breed, man. I don't think I've ever had a really bad experience with a cop, man. If you talk to them on the level, they appreciate that. I think, at least in my experience, if you're straight up, they're cool. Just don't try to land a joke like this. Are you drunk? No, sir. All right, say the alphabet backwards. Don't try to land this joke. Dude, I couldn't even say that if I was sober.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't land.
What's up, Bill?
No.
And there are the occasional cops that are going to resent you and look down on you, and when you think you're going to treat them like an equal, that they get a little pissy because they don't see you as an equal.
Yeah, one girl didn't like a Dexter joke I made. I'm like, hey, if you guys take me home, I'll show you where there's two bodies right now. But they had it coming. Dun, 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 dun. That's the Dexter theme. She's like, so where are these two bodies? I'm like, you're kidding, right? She's like, no. I'm like, all right, it was a Dexter joke. Never mind. She was a cutie patootie. I had a little crush. I just said cutie patootie, didn't I?
You sure did.
Smooch.
You did. I just
My
saw one
defenses
on
are
the
down.
We've got less than 2 minutes to get some flat earth in here.
Well, here's a guy I saw that seems to be like totally anti-flat Earth, but here he is talking about how they photoshopped the blue marble photo, or at least the one from the iPhone. And he gets into cloning and stamping the clouds and all that good stuff.
Cool. Well, there you go. We did it.
That's it, Flat Earth. Ta-da!
Space is liquid.
They had to build a giant dome here on Earth to simulate putting humans inside of Earth. And after 2 years, they started to run out of oxygen. So, pay your carbon tax.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I'm not quite sure why that touched. I think my mouse pad is just a little too close to my laptop. And that was an errant push of a mouse button. But thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us. Make sure you
all.
come back Wednesday. Love you, Walter. Good to see you back. Glad you're feeling better.
Don't worry about it. I am. Thank you.
Zack, love you. Be safe out there. Thanks, Rico, for coming to hang out. It's been a while. Good to catch up.
You're welcome.
And we will see you all back here on Wednesday for more of the Ironworks. Until then, be good, be well, do good and do it well. We love you. Bye-bye.